Good morning and welcome to Tech Tip Thursday on Wake Up Real Estate. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, smash the bell, all those fun things as we always say here. Ernest has a hand pink waving. I don't know why it does that sometimes. Mark says good morning. Oh, look at this. He's got, what the heck is that trophy?
Smash the bell.
Good golly. Did he, whose trophy is that and what is it for? Did he, 300?
Well, I'm in my son's room today and I don't have my leg. That is a trophy for a homeschool chess tournament. It's obnoxiously big. Yeah, it was like 10 kids. The guy's awesome. The guy who runs the chess program. But
oh, that's awesome. That is cool. I'm going to start with a very damning admission. I'm going to start with errors and admissions, damning admission, whatever. I threw out the idea yesterday that we need to make this, except we already made it like 2 months ago.
oh yeah.
I threw out the idea. Hey, we need to put together this. We need to take what's working for the first-time home buyer flow that we've got. That's crushing it, and do it for self-employed business owners. And we did it already. So
Yes.
we have that. Now I just need to make the ad and test it out and get some results.
Here would be my comment on that. That initial form, I don't think converted as well as I liked. The actual form underneath. Take the YouTube video and add it to our regular Start the Mortgage Process page, and I'll give you that link later. You can use that, and we'll make it available to everybody else.
Okay.
But, yeah, the video exists.
We didn't do it in the flow that we're doing it now, where we were, getting the opt-in through a lead form and then sending them to the thing. And we also didn't have some of the other pieces in place, like the follow-up communications that are working and language to get them to schedule, which, by the way, somebody did right before we went on here. We got somebody that said to one of our LOs, yeah, I'd like to chat at 4, so that stuff is working.
It's happening.
Debbie replied to, this is for Greg. This is for Greg Unthank. Hi, Debbie. I work with Greg on the financing side of things. When would you be available for a quick chat about some of the special financing programs we have available right now? And she just said today at 4.
I know we beat this drum every day, but following up from the financing side, you'll be shocked on the people you didn't know exist in your database that are thinking about buying or selling. It's just money in those hills.
Yep.
Gold in them thar hills.
All right, what do you got? I have some things on Tech Tip Thursday, but we've been teasing AI image generation tools and stuff.
I'm not very good at this thing yet, but I was playing with it this week. I don't know,
we're not expecting a massive level of expertise. It's just making people aware of what we're playing around with.
Yes. So you guys have probably heard about Midjourney. You've heard about ChatGPT, of course. Midjourney is kind of the image generation thing that's out there right now that people are going nuts over. I'm a little skeptical. Like even yesterday, I built something and I was like, well, I still need to kind of change some things about this image, but it did give me a head start. So I was playing with it more today. I think the point today is that I'm just going to kind of show you how this works. It's called Midjourney. It requires, as far as I know, and somebody correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, as far as I know, the way to get to it is through a Discord channel. So you need to have Discord, and then you need to get yourself invited to Midjourney. So I think if you just search Midjourney Discord.
Let us know in the comments. Do you know what Discord is?
Yeah. Well, your kids know.
Yeah, I know. I'm not. Listen, I am familiar with what it is, but what you say that your kids do, 100%. That's where I heard it first was from Cole, or Caden, one or the other.
So that's the Discord invite for Midjourney. I went ahead and paid for their, because I wanted to really learn it. I paid for their subscription. I think it was 10 a month or 20 a month. And I'll cancel it if I don't end up using it, but you can do a certain amount of them for free. Image generations. I think you get like 200 or something like that. So don't hold me to that. You can go figure that stuff on your own. What I wanted to just show you is kind of how it works is you create your Midjourney Discord and you get your invite to Midjourney. You're in the room as you see me in the room here. Get this out of the way. And then you go into one of these newbie rooms. So newbies 172, newbies 142. And somebody, Ernest, just correct me if I'm leaving stuff out. And then what you can do, it's a little geeky, is you can do /imagine. That's a prompt. And then you could do something like, let's do Josh. Let's do Harrisburg, PA, home on a rainy day. And we'll do new construction. So if you need images for ads or something that represents something in your market, this will get you a pretty far along, and you don't have to go use go steal an image off of Google Images, which is typically what I do, at risk of creative comments and getting into trouble. Yeah. So I put the prompt in here. It says waiting to start. It takes a minute or two, so I'll kind of kill time while that's happening. I'll show you an image that I made this morning. This was Tampa, Florida waterfront condo. Not bad, right? So it gave me 4 of these images related to Tampa, Florida waterfront condo. And if you live in this area in Tampa, St. Pete, you'll say, yeah, that's not too bad,
So you know what? Here's a very specific application which I had not thought of until you gave this. Is when there have been times in the past where we've been acted sort of like an agency for other agents and creating campaigns and so forth. And the images you use with ads can have a drastic impact on your cost per lead, dramatic. You can have everything 100% apples to apples, and one image versus another, you could have a difference. Like it could be the lead cost could be half on one versus the other. And so being able to do that here and create, as Ryan mentioned, images that are local to your market.
Yeah.
And restriction free or trademark free or whatever, right? Like that's a huge deal. That's a big deal.
So Josh, check this out. I've spent a fair amount of time in your neck of the woods.
That's legit.
That's legit. I like the one with the rainbow on the bottom right. And I have a feeling any of these, because they really pop out. I think they would work good with a Facebook ad. I mean, it's really going to be a striking image, and
what I'm saying here, when they look good like that, they look relevant. They look like they fit in Central PA. So like the antithesis of this is if I run an ad in Central PA and my image is a a home that's like clearly from Arizona, right? Like architecturally speaking, like it's just incongruent. It's confusing to the viewer, and therefore they just skip over and don't click or don't opt in, right? So and I'm sorry, but as is always happening, I was opening up a few things because there were a few things I wanted to share, and then my cell phone's blowing up. How much is the paid version of this?
I think it's 10 a month. Somebody correct me. I put my card in yesterday. So, and then you can make variations very quickly. So to your point about ad images. And then, so what I did yesterday, I was trying to put alligators. Were we talking about this yesterday? Yes. I was trying to put alligators on the lawn. I love putting stuff on the lawn, so you can do that here.
Pattern interrupt.
Yeah. So let's just do another one. Imagine Philadelphia townhome on a snowy day with a bear outside. Look, it just regenerated. You see the ones that did right here?
Yeah.
Look at that. It's just regenerating. So you can get a lot of them quick.
That's awesome.
With a bear outside. So what I ended up doing the other day was, it may be a jacked up alligator, which could be good or bad. But
right.
For my purposes, this in conjunction with Canva, this gives you the starter image for whatever you're trying to do. Then you go over to Canva and you can add text on top. You can add your alligator. You can add Mr. T on there, Spider-Man. Yeah. But it's kind of cool. And I don't think we've imagined a lot of the possibilities for real estate yet. And definitely in the spirit of Tech Tip Thursday, this isn't something you have to do. Like it's not going to make you a lot of extra money, but it's fun.
Okay. So There's a great question here. I want to get to that. And I also have some just general comments and thoughts that I wanted to share on a few different things. Oh, look at that.
I love it though. That is, I'm getting homesick. I'm getting seriously homesick.
That's phenomenal.
Look at it. I like it's like a fake bear.
Yeah, no, that's great. That is so good. All right. So here's my tech tip. I'm going to weave it into to yesterday's off-market opportunity email. So that email had not gone out yet. It did end up going out to just under 8,400 contacts in my KV core. Honestly, I think the deliverability sucks. I need to find a better way to do it. You know, I'm sure a lot of these are landing in people's spam or junk folder, but whatever. It's better than nothing.
It was an email? Yeah, it was an email.
It was an email. This is the email. Okay. We went over the email yesterday. You can get the email swipe. That's not the tech tip. The tech tip is this. I got, I don't know, 6 replies or something like that. All of which started coming in the afternoon. I scheduled it to go out in the morning, but it didn't. It went out like mid to late afternoon. So I started getting replies. My late afternoons and evenings are generally spent just, you know, either driving people to and from sporting events or sitting at a sporting event. So I was at my daughter's softball game, my older daughter, Sammy. I don't coach her team. So I got to just sit and watch. And what I did was in between innings, because softball can get a little slow.
You're going to get in trouble if you're working. If the kid looks over and sees you on the phone, you're in trouble, man.
Listen, Sammy's the best, though. Sammy's Tegan would care more about that. Sammy's like, I don't give it. You know,
Charlie fillets me.
Yeah. Oh, well, so here's what I was doing. In between innings, I'm sitting out in right field or left field by myself, because sometimes I just need a break from people. There was a nice shady area. And as I was getting email replies, or actually I had already accumulated some email replies, I opened up the BombBomb app on my phone and just recorded video replies to their reply. So that email, there were 3 properties, and the call to action was, who do you know that might be interested? And so I started getting people saying, can you tell me more about number 2? Or can you tell me more about all of them? Can you tell me more about 1 and 3? So I did a video reply to all of them, giving them more details about whichever one or ones they asked for. And already, now some of them haven't replied to that video email, which I'm then going to follow up with today, simply saying, hey, just making sure you got my video reply, because sometimes whatever. But already 2 of them, one of them I'm getting connected with our mortgage team. She was interested in one of the properties, but it's a massive renovation, and that's not what she's looking for, a house for her family. So I got her set up with MLS access. She told me, she gave me a Dean Jackson love story. This is all the things that I want and need, blah, 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 blah. Like gave me all the details I need to set her up with a very specific custom MLS search. And then another one is an investor, and he's coming to check out the one listing tomorrow. And also, he and I have been kind of ongoing email conversation about some land and so forth. But it was a very easy and efficient way for me to follow up, personalized follow-up with everyone that was replying to the email. And the reply rate, if you look at how many emails I sent and how many replies, it wasn't amazing. Let's be honest. But yeah, it's a touch point in their inbox. They see my name, and I am demonstrating to people, you know, even if they don't reply, like I'm doing more than just the typical real estate agent. Here are 3 off-market opportunities that other people aren't bringing to you. I didn't say that, but that's what, you know, that's how they may be internalizing that. So the tech tip is that I was using my the BombBomb app on my phone. I'm just sitting there in my folding chair in between innings, recording 30 to 60-second videos and shooting them off.
The other thing I'm thinking about is you're doing that around a bunch of other adults, so they're probably wondering what is
yeah,
doing?
For sure.
And you're letting them know you're in real estate, and they're like, it probably causes conversations.
Yep. Yeah. And also, I think it also makes those videos more interesting, because you hear like the parent chatter and the nature sounds and so forth. Like, I don't know. So that was my tech tip. Now, a couple of just sort of random thoughts and information. First and foremost, that bear looked like Ted. Yes, definitely. Two of those bears looked like Ted, and one of them maybe even Paddington slightly. Can I access from the TikTok? I think you were talking about. I think this was Midjourney and Discord. No, unfortunately not. And David, we're going to get to yours in just one second because I have some thoughts on this. But just a fun fact that I heard this morning on the National Real Estate Post video. Last month, a quarter of all mortgage applications taken, 26%, so slightly more than a quarter, were refinances. Were refinance applications.
Were they cash out?
Well, I don't know that they have that data, or at least he didn't share that.
The world's coming to an end. They were cash out. People need money.
Well, okay, so
sorry.
Why do they need money if the world's coming to an end? Who cares? Money is irrelevant at that point. But he gave some use cases. Maybe they're in a starter home that they're cashing out to renovate, right? Versus buying something new. Maybe they're adding on or something like that. It could be that they're cashing out to take advantage of prices in certain areas coming down a little bit. Any number of reasons. I just thought it was an interesting bit of information that despite the fact that interest rates are high right now, I mean, high is relative, but certainly higher than a year ago and a lot higher than 2 years ago, there's still a lot of refi activity. And knowing that, it ties in perfectly to the Texting Tuesday script, because your database, it stands to reason if those numbers hold true, 25% of your homeowner database or your past client database, they may be thinking about that. So why not bring it up and be the one that's providing the value and service and help with that? And oh, by the way, send them our way if they're interested. But no, seriously, the conversation is already going on in their head, whether it's to consolidate debt, to make some renovations, or to buy, an investment property. Yep. It's happening on some level. So, you might as well lead that conversation. Speaking of leading the conversation, our mindset tip for today is this was from Frank Tiger. Is who is it attributed to? I don't know who Frank Tiger is, but be a good listener. Your ears will never get you in trouble. Be a good listener. Your ears will never get you in trouble. Here's the sales lesson in that, right? You got 2 ears and 1 mouth, right? 2 ears and 1 mouth. Ask good questions and then listen. Ask good questions and then really listen to the reply, okay? I sent that short little email script, and I got at least one so far telling me her life story. Oh, by the way, that one also has a home to sell. Now it's a mobile home in a park, but we do quite well on those. I do flat fee listings on that. And I charge like it's we do quite well on those, I'll just say. So I'm happy to have that and then help her family buy their next one. So, 2 ears, 1 mouth for a reason. Now, David asks, oh, look at these. What do we got now?
I said, world coming to an end mortgage, and it gave me this, but this is going to be my social post of the day. I got to be able to spin this. Keep on going. I'll do it while you do it.
Okay. So David asked this, and I don't know why he's asking for Ryan and not Josh, but I'm going to give you my 2 thoughts. Ray says, Ryan,
he knows what's up.
Yeah. Can you recommend what campaign objective you would choose for a Facebook ad where I'm using Chat GPT to write the ad copy for sellers opting in to learn more, to get more information on working with me? Okay. And so I'm going to answer the question differently, David. In my opinion, particularly on the seller side, you are not going to get listings from an ad. Okay. Here's what I mean by that. You need to get them interested in one of 2 things or one of 3 things, and then make your case through your follow-up. What I mean by that is you need to make one of 3 offers or all of them offering an updated home valuation, and particularly, you know, you can speak to the market client. Hey, with everything that's going on in the market right now, would you like an updated free home valuation? Okay. Home valuation still works. And I would say, because of the fact that the market's a little crazy right now, and everything that's going on, that people are more curious, right? Because they're wondering what has happened to their value. That's number one. Number two would be a cash offer style ad. Number three would be a report, 12 mistakes to avoid when selling your home. That is the ad you would run, regardless of ChatGPT or anything, David. And then it's a matter of using the follow-up to demonstrate and communicate the value that you offer and bring that is unique and different. What is this video?
5 years ago, I was using the leg to sell mortgages. Apparently, Facebook's reminding me, and that's my brother with a bald head.
Oh man. Anyway, so David, I know that doesn't necessarily answer your question specifically, but quite honestly, I've tried a lot of things. When you're directly trying to communicate in an ad to list their property, it's like, you know, it's like running an ad for a wife.
For a wife?
I don't know. I'm trying to make the marriage analogy, right? You can't go from hey, I don't know who you are to let's get married, right? There are steps along the way. You have to get their attention, get their interest, and then communicate why or what that you do is different and how you do things differently. And I think you need to provide overwhelming evidence in today's market now more than ever why you know, having a different conversation than everybody else in your market, and demonstrating the value that you provide over everyone else. But it starts with, if you try to do that directly in an ad campaign, it's, in my experience, it's crickets.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why he asked Ryan, because he said, I knew you would say that, Josh.
Well, I would say
or maybe that's why he said
Ryan. The thing that I've been playing with here and there is the homeowner survey. Take a survey about your house and get a gift card. But that speaks to just what is your hook and what is your offer. Like Josh is saying, you need a compelling hook and offer. So,
yeah. Yep. And then, you know, so I'll give a very tangible example of this in practice. Now, this is an older example now, but it holds true. The first listing I ever got from a street text ad, I've been using and recommending street text for over 2 years now. The first listing I got was an address-only home valuation. Okay, address-only home valuation. They just put in their address. We dispositioned them and sent them a direct mail piece. She called, and so one of the pieces in the direct mail said, here are 3 alternative options we offer to a traditional listing. She said, we got your mail. Tell me about this one. I forget which one it was. It might have been our silent market. I don't know. And so we talked about it a little bit. And she said, well, you know, we've got this lady from Remax. I think we're going to list it with her, blah, blah, blah. And I said, you know, I totally get that, whatever. I said, you know, if we brought you an offer, would you consider selling it without listing it with this Remax gal? Yeah. Okay. So when can I pop by to take a quick tour so I can let our buyer database know about it? That got me in the door. Took the tour of the property, sat down with the husband and wife. She calls me back the next day and says, my husband said, we're working with you. He doesn't like that Remax lady. And I don't know who the Remax lady was, so whatever. It could have been any, you know, it could have been, it's not disparaging to Remax. I'm just saying, you know, that was this instance. But that happened because I got their attention first with the home valuation, and I presented a reason to have a different conversation. And that's how that, you know, that one came about. So I don't know if that's helpful. I wish I could show you my ad copy to see what you think. Well, David, how about this? Hop on the huddle, growwithjosh.com/huddle. That's on Zoom. You can show us the ad copy there. And which, by the way, if anyone listening, growwithjosh.com/huddle. Today we've got that. Ryan, I hope I didn't officially ask you. I hope you're able to hop on because we got Paul with a Google PPC campaign that he'd love some feedback on. And if not, I'll do my best.
I should be able to do that. Yep.
But you can hop on that. And then Ryan, let's see your social post that I was talking over for a good 5 minutes.
Yeah, let's tie it all together. So if you're doing the property list of the day every day, I guess you could use Midjourney or another AI image generation to have a little fun. So people are used to seeing in your stream your property list of the day or your property of the day.
Yep.
So you can just pop in something silly, like if you'd like a list of super structurally sound homes that will float away in a magic bubble when the world ends. Let me know. And you're just so let Midjourney make you a weirld image and then tie it in somehow. That's my social post.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Another tech tip, guys. I was spamming some MLM type stuff last night, Josh. I know Facebook doesn't like that. I'm in this little thing. So a little tip is use your
little thing.
Yeah. So so this you've seen this before, right? You use your profile image.
Yep.
So in my post, I told people to click the image above, and then you can put your links right here.
Yep.
Just a little tech tip, but leverage your Facebook profile image and refer people to it. However you want to do that. I used the don't click here thing probably for too long. All right.
The huddles are Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, 11 a.m. Eastern. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, 11 a.m. Eastern. Growwithjosh.com /huddle.
We'll have to do a better job of just plugging those on these, right?
Yeah. I think
that's enough.
We've sufficiently spewed enough on people today. Tomorrow's Friday. I think we'll make it follow-up Friday. That's where the money's at anyway. Please like, comment, subscribe, share. Please share this with other people in our industry, other people at your brokerage, other people in your office, other people in other countries in real estate, right? I don't know. Please share the love. Help us grow the audience. And oh, by the way, if you're using KV Core, Ryan shared a great, how did we not lead with this for tech tip? Golly, Ryan created a great less than 2-minute video that's on the Wake Up channel. If you're using KV Core and Zapier to zap stuff in, a great little tip that I wish we had known about, 3 years ago.
The only problem with that tip is that Shane pointed out to me at thanks.io that it could get expensive because it's going to run zap actions that get filtered out. So every time you get a new lead, but I think in most cases that's not a big concern. But yeah, check that out. It's basically if you're setting up campaigns to zap stuff out to third-party solutions in KV Core, that can be cumbersome. You can do it with a Zapier filter instead. Anyway, check out the YouTube channel.
Yeah, just go to the YouTube channel under videos. It's that quick tip for geeks zapping KV Core.
Yeah,
zapping leads out to KV Core. Are you calling Mike a geek? Because Mike's the one that.
Mike is a geek.
Yeah. Anyway,
Mike and I are way down a rabbit hole with this import-export thing this morning, Josh.
Oh boy.
If you guys want geeks working on your stuff, check out vqualifier.com to get me.
The shameless plug. vqualifier.com. Check that out. We've got some good stuff. There you go.
All right. See you later.
Even the banner. Please subscribe, rate, and review on your favorite podcast channel. Let us know. We'll see you tomorrow.